Yeah, Chip notified me he was having trouble finding us. I told him we're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, Amanda messaged me a couple times and she's like, I'm assuming there's technical difficulties because she said it keeps showing up like live, live, live. But and I just text her. I said, we're trying.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I'm having a lot of trouble with my iPhone. I have an iPhone, like the one I'm on is my personal phone. And then I have one, excuse me, that I use kind of like an iPad. But then I have an Android phone that I use, but it doesn't have any cell service. So there's no way for you to send me a link on that one because I think you could hear me better on that one.
Amanda, can you hear Jennifer okay? Hi, Kim.
Hang
Hey,
on.
Dennis.
You can hear me okay, Amanda? Hey, everybody. Can everybody else hear me? Rebecca can't hardly hear me.
I can hardly hear, so I'm going to have to be holding the phone real close to me like this so I can hear.
Well, I can talk real loud. Okay, I took my AirPods out to see if that helps.
Hi, Johnny.
I don't really know anything else to do.
You just got lower for some reason.
Huh, okay. I took my headphones out. Let me put them back in.
Weird. Hi, Johnny. Well, Dennis is good. I mean, that's all that matters is that you guys can hear. I'm the one that's having
Yeah.
trouble hearing. For some reason, my phone was doing hokey things before we signed on, even though I restarted the phone and went through all that rigmarole.
Yeah. Is that any better now that I have both headphones in?
It's a hair better.
Okay. Okay. I'll get closer too. I hate
Yeah.
I don't
It
like being
helps when
real
you're
close.
closer.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'll
hate this
totally
on that I'm doing.
I know it's like
I have a sister. I have a sister.
yes.
She just doesn't get it. And when I FaceTime her, this is what I see. No
I know.
matter
I'm
what
at
I
a
tell her, this is what I see. So I don't know how
um
somebody does that. Hi, Kim.
I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do on mine, Kim. Oh, huh. I'll have to look and see. I'm sorry.
Hi, Kondo. I was stuck in 4 of the 6 other live streams. I
We
was
were
all
trying to
alone, like
we were
each was a
trying to
separate
confuse you.
universe. That's us. We're all in separate universes. That's
Yeah.
it. We had a lot of technical difficulties with my phone, and even right now, I can barely hear Jen. So we're just going to have to get through it as best as we
So I have to
can, and you're going to
talk
have
to
to
Rebecca
look at
like
my
this.
face real close because I can't
Yeah.
hear, so I gotta, you know.
I have to talk like this to Rebecca. We'll get those like cans
You
with the
have a drink?
string. I do. Cheers. What do you have? What do you have?
Cheers. I have since Scott can't fill me up, I just brought the bottle in with me.
Oh goodness.
It's
Oh.
Stella Rosa watermelon.
Oh.
I don't know, something Scott picked up. He thought it sounded good. It's really refreshing.
Yeah. Yeah. Stella Rosa is like a refreshing drink. What are you guys having?
Yeah, it's
Do you
getting to
want
be
to?
winter. You need hot chocolate.
Yeah. Um. So I'll let you get started on your part. Um. We were going to talk about what they do during a severe hurricane.
Yeah. And I guess the most important thing, I'm bringing up on my tablet so I can, 1, 2, 3. I'm giving you my code to get into my tablet. Everything's either my birthday, my wedding anniversary, or some idiot thing like that. Okay, so really, There's things to do during the emergency, but the best thing is to prepare for evacuation.
Hmm.
So this could pertain to any natural disaster, hurricane, a tornado on its way, although that's difficult to predict, flooding and fire. I don't know, maybe an overturned train or an explosion somewhere that releases chemicals. So what I do for my reptiles is I keep pillowcases right by their cages. That's just the easiest thing. Just toss them in a pillowcase and run. Um, I'm trying to think what have little carriers for your hamsters and things. Like what am I missing? Dennis, is cool to be in the same live stream as you, bud. Okay. I thought I was missing a condo thing. Okay. And this
Condo
is
wants
what
a
they
hug.
say to have in a disaster kit for your birds. 7 days of food and bottled water.
Yeah,
We
that's.
have a kit packed up. I don't have
Hmm.
7 days of food and water, but I got like a couple days. Any medications, any basic first aid kit, copies of medical records. That's something I didn't think of. Recent photos. And you want like paper towels or cage liners and stuff for messes. Um, let's see. Identify pet friendly emergency shelters and hotels well in advance. Make sure your bird's trained to get into a carrier. Once you get evacuated, you need to assess the bird. You need to keep them warm, which you could put like a heat source, a like heating pad near the cage. Hot water bottles wrapped in a towel is good. Don't put anything directly on the bird. And you could put a blanket on them. And the good thing about having a blanket on the cage is it makes it dark and peaceful, which
Hmm.
kind of reduces the stress. Put the carrier in a quiet place if that's possible. Make sure that you keep watching your bird's breathing. Um, let's see. Yeah, immediate oxygen supplementation is recommended with heavy breathing. You're not going to have access to that. Um, encourage your eating. If the bird isn't eating, make sure it's at least getting fluids or sugar water administered with an eyedropper.
Hmm.
Make sure if they're not eating or drinking, that after it's all over with, that you go to a vet. So that's our ferrets had a carrier in the ferret room by their cage, like, just ready for us to throw them in there and run. So I guess for things like goats and stuff, it's a good idea to have a plan, a place, a farm, or somewhere that ready on the mind with in your mind and with a phone number that you can call once you get out of your house for bigger animals.
Hmm. I keep looking over because I think if I'm going to say something, I'll just type it to you from my computer.
Okay.
Okay. Um, and I was going to type something, and oh,
And Kondo brings up an important thing. Are they robust? Yeah, temperature,
typos.
you just don't want the draft. I was told when I got Onni that just because air is really warm, that no draft is a good draft. They
Yeah,
survived in
true.
mid 40s. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
talk
stay
to the.
calm.
Yeah,
Stay
that was.
calm. Here's in your kit as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But liquor is quicker. So it's better if you have whiskey or something, but if you really want to power punch it, it's good to have moonshine.
Well, listen, if you're friends with me, I can make cooch and squirrel baby, so we're going to be good. I'm sorry for the typos on there too. Um, one of the things I saw also was flashlights and extra batteries. Yeah.
Definitely
Um,
missing in the kit.
and you mentioned like something to cover the cage to stay warm. Um, and everything else I had, except, did you say a first aid kit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if they're on meds, have some emergency meds to take with them. Yeah.
And I guess it's good to have instructions with those meds if it's not written on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Earl
Amanda, what are
takes,
you laughing at?
probably at my typos.
Oh, okay. It's
Or
either
the,
that or the liquor or the moon shit that I was talking
yeah,
about.
or
I hear
hooch.
apple pie moonshine is really good, but it all tastes like gasoline to me.
Yeah. Um, I'm sure I've had it at some point in my life, but I've never really, I've been offered it. Oh, the gravy and hooch. That's what I thought. I've been offered it, and I always tell them, I'm like, you drink it, and if you're not blind in the morning, I'll try it.
It
But
burns.
I don't, I'm not.
It hurts so
Mm,
bad. I don't understand how anybody drinks it.
yeah.
Maybe if you're already drunk, that happened at Scott's father's funeral. That he was drinking, which is he never does, and so he got very drunk. And somebody came up to him, not knowing he had been drinking, and said, "Here, have some of this." And it was moonshine. And he gulped it down, and he lost about 2 days of his life.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't remember it.
Like what kind of moonshine, Amanda? Like the kind you buy from like a store? Because it's not the same. And Tennessee is known for it. I'm not going to say who, but I stayed with a family member and he said, I'm going to get some moonshine. So I'm thinking he's going to go get like the moonshine company. About an hour later, he's like, I got to go to the mailbox and pick up my moonshine.
Yeah, that's the best kind, and some of them
Yeah.
come in big glass jugs with the little finger holder, and they have actual moonshine places that are like wineries. You walk in
Mm
there and you taste all the different kinds, and they sell nothing but moonshine.
hmm. Mm hmm. Yeah.
It's really bad. I don't care what flavor it is.
No, I'm not real. Like the stuff they sell at the store, that's not really moonshine. I'm just saying it's not. It might be a high content liquor, but it's not moonshine. Um, so, but yeah. Um, then she got to go to like West Virginia,
Oh,
Tennessee, Kentucky, and Tennessee as well. Um,
going back to the hurricane, did you not say that there were birds stuck in wild birds stuck in the hurricane in the eye of it or something?
I don't know. I know we were discussing that, but I don't remember. Let me look.
Okay.
That was Melissa, right?
Condo, that's a really good description
Hmm.
of
Hey,
moonshine.
kerosene will also kill lice, head lice. Don't ask me how I know as a kid. Um, I'm going to put it in the chat.
Wow. Now I wonder what happened to them. Do they
Let
just
me,
follow the eye along until the storm goes away? Or do they? Ah, that's strange. I can't
here's
figure that one out.
here's a longer one. Oh, it's too long. Shoot. Hang on.
Hi, Diamonds. That is Buster's mom, Jennifer, that I'm talking to, and I am Onni the cockatoo's mom, obviously.
Oh
Onni
no.
is loose in his room as I speak when he's supposed to be in bed
Oh
because
no.
I went to chain it up because he needs big chains on that cage. And somehow he opened the side door where your cups go. I think he already had it loose from playing with it outside. And next thing I know, he's coming through the side little hole where your cups go, running on top of the cage, diving down on the couch, and I had to make a mad sprint out to the door and shut the door. So he's in there somewhere, perched, probably perched on top of his cage or actually in his cage sleeping.
Uh, it's. I hate to be like yelling. It's a full moon. I could tell tonight it was a full moon the way Buster was acting with me when Ken got home. Did you hear that?
Supermoon, yeah.
Yeah. It's a beaver moon.
Kondo, tonight's the night that you evolve the bear in Pokemon Go. You can only evolve that bear during a full moon at night. And this is your chance to get the teddy bear with the witch hat all evolved up. Yeah, I don't know if Scott, I hope Scott will close the cage when he gets home. But I don't know if he will. He'll probably peek in there. If Ani is asleep in his cage, he'll probably rush over and try and close it. I don't know. It's a little bit risky. Boy, that is a lot of cool information.
Um, there's also something about the unlikely victim of Hurricane Melissa, songbirds, but I can't open the link because it wants money.
Paywall. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
love those. And it's funny because they're usually the good sources, like the Washington Post, that do that.
Mm-hmm.
And Wall Street Journal, it's another one. I used to read all those. Now there's the paywall. Yes, it's
Here,
Teddy Ursa Kondo.
it's too much for it. Won't let me put it all in. And I
Okay.
know you might not hear me real well, but it causes significant harm to songbirds, including tens of thousands trapped in its eye. That makes me sad. And others displaced or killed by winds and habitat destruction. Conservation groups are responding with relief efforts as the storm devastated habitats and research infrastructure in the Caribbean, where many species overwinter. The impact on these migratory birds could be felt as far north as New Hampshire and the Northeast. And then there's some footage
Wow.
of it that I don't want to watch.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
And songbirds are on the decline, so that's sad.
yeah. Yeah, that is really sad. Yeah. It's kind of strange. I haven't heard much really in the news about like the after effects of Melissa, which I haven't been watching a lot of news, but
They haven't really.
they're not really talking about it. And that
Uh-uh.
was category 5. I mean, it's a big deal. So
And
yeah.
Melissa, is that the one that pulverized Jamaica?
It was the Cat 5, the latest one. How many? I can't remember how many years it's been since since they've had a Cat 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jamaica was pretty leveled. I haven't seen if people died or not.
they're not. Like I
From
said, they're not really talking about it. It's strange. It's very strange.
I don't know how anybody can survive what went through. I'll tell you.
And then they couldn't get out of there either. So
Nope.
that was crazy. I mean, we didn't get that devastation, and we certainly didn't get the flooding that Western North Carolina and parts of Tennessee did, but we had flying trees. I mean, we literally had trees flying. Um, it was crazy. Yeah, crazy, crazy.
What is this that came up? Add a Q and A. Oh, it disappeared. Said
I don't
add a
know.
Q and A sticker. Something about boring.
Yeah, I don't know. It did it to me, and then it went away as well.
Yeah, wait, it went away way too fast for me to read.
Yeah. Okay, Conda wrote a good article. Oh wow. Did you see Kim's comment? I'll have to look that up.
I did.
That yeah.
I did. That
Hmm.
was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really seen much about that hurricane at all. Of course, I've been dealing with Hurricane Buster, so
And me, the white tornado, which is Ani.
mhm. How's he been? How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's doing good. He's going through this real strange thing where if Scott has him and I kind of come in the room, he'll run away from Scott or even bite him. If I have Ani, and let's see, no, how does this work? I'm trying to think. It's opposites. It's if Scott has Ani and I go to try and pet him, he bites me. If I have Ani and Scott tries to pet him, he bites Scott.
Oh,
So whoever he's on, he's being territorial of right now.
mhm.
But we got him an implant and he's a little calmer and he's not trying to breed and masturbate and get all frustrated and flustered, and so
Yeah.
that's working.
Um, do they do the Lubriderm shot for him as well, or
Just
just
the
the
implant. I
implant?
asked for two because I had read people posting online
Hmm.
that they had given their birds two.
Yep.
And I brought it up to UT that I'd like to do that, and they said no.
Um, I, there's a lady, I can't think of her name, but she lives in Oregon. She runs like a little private rescue of cockatoos, and she said when she gets the crazy ones, she has them. Her vet puts two in the first time and does like a double Lubriderm shot. And she said it works, because she tells me all the time I should do it for Buster, and I'm like, I I don't know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's just because I'm afraid it'll change the good parts about him. I can deal with the way he is with me. Um, I don't want to change his personality. Do you
yeah,
understand what I
yeah,
mean? Like if he was doing like what Omni's doing, definitely, definitely. But yeah. Um, Now I would love to do it for Earl just to see if it helped him with his current
yeah,
state. Now, Earl, the issue with his plucking is pain. It's a response to his pain. I mean, Earl is jacked up. I don't know if you've seen his feet like up close. His
not
feet,
up close.
it's bad. Like now that he tore, plucked the feathers off of it, you can really see how bad it is. So he, at some point in his life, his foot broke and it didn't get fixed. So it just fused back together on its own. And now and then he has club feet as well to begin with.
Oh,
So now that he's old, he has arthritis on top of that. So he's just in severe pain. So anyway, yeah.
do you have a vet that would do Earl? You think would
Um,
be experienced
I
to do that?
Yeah, I could go. The one I went to, she just didn't want to do it because she only feels like doing it for hormonal reasons. but he does get hormonal around Ken, and he makes those noises more when Ken's around than
Yeah.
for me. Um, but I don't think it would help with the plucking. That's a pain related issue. That I see a different vet now, and he said this is completely because he's in severe pain. That's why
Well,
he's doing it. Yeah,
it makes sense.
yeah. Yeah, it's sad though. It's hard, he's doing better. Like the meds are working now. Like last few weeks have been really bad where we even question like what's his quality of life. But then suddenly it seemed like the meds kicked back in again.
How old is he, do you think?
He's at least 40, at
At least
least.
what?
At least 40.
Oh.
We're gonna start doing
Oh.
some.
Don't
I
they live
know.
40 to 60 years or no?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
what made his feet like that?
So can you hear me, or do you want me to type it, or
Um,
we'll have
yeah,
to?
type it.
Why don't you call me sometime and I'll run it by you because it's a
Okay.
lot. Hondo,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
have to. But yes, Earl is in pain. Um, yeah.
Melissa, 60 people died. Lots lost their homes. Well, yeah,
Oh, I'll type real
I
quick
saw the
too.
homes leveled to the foundations. So, and like Hondo said, Melissa just kind of hovered there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't know that, Condo. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, now that he plucks, you can really see the 1 foot is really bad. Like I knew it was bad, but like now that I see it without like all the feathers on it,
Hmm.
it's I don't know how he walks on it. I need to do like a very detailed video on Earl where
That would
I
be
like
neat.
towel him and because I can't just like pick him up like this, he'd bite the crap out of me.
Oh,
And really show with I can turn him into Burrito Boy and really show his feet. His 1 foot is really bad.
that would
Yeah.
be a good video. I'd like to see that.
And yes, Kim, thank you. He also has scissor beak. It's well maintained now, but he does have scissor beak as well.
What, does
Yeah.
he have to have it filed
Yeah. Yeah.
or what's it called, grinded down
Yeah. Let me see if I
to
can
make it
find a
straight?
picture of his beak. Um, Hang on. I have to go like way back. Um, I have it on my YouTube somewhere. It'll take me forever. We can talk in the meantime.
No, I'm busy.
Oh, you're busy.
I'm gonna
When
eat
I
this again. This is really good. The weirdest thing is you don't feel anything at all. It must have I don't know what the alcohol content is, but
so this is Earl's beak after he had his first trim because when I first got him, it was so bad we had to trim it in sessions, and that was his beak.
oh, I've never
But
seen that kind of deformity.
it was way worse than that. Way worse. See this part right here? It was all the way up on the side. It was all the way up. And he could not preen himself. He looked like somebody had rolled him in Crisco and was fixing to deep fry him. I'm not even kidding you. He looked like somebody had just covered him in grease. I mean, he was dying. He literally was dying.
I'm guessing
Um,
he was born with the beak deformity and the club feet, but
but then he had a broken
the rest
foot.
of it might have also been diet.
Well, that's what they were saying, but his liver and everything was good. His liver and everything looked good. So, yeah. But anyway, he was a real mess. Earl is it's a really tragic story. Um, yeah. Yep.
What made you take him in? I
Well,
mean, that's a handful to look at a situation like that.
so I I don't know if you know the story. A lady I met here when I first moved, I was buying eggs off of, and she has some birds, and she was at Walmart buying bird seed, and this woman approached her and said, "Do you have parrots?" And she said, "I do." Oh, thank you, Condo. That's right. Thumbs up. And she said, "Will you take my African gray? I don't want him anymore." And she said, "I can't, but I have a friend that might be able to help you." So she got a hold of me and I told her, I said, "I'll come and meet him." But I didn't know what I was going to do. But when I went and met him, I was like, even if I don't keep him, I have to get him out of this situation. And so that's why I took him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Um, I didn't really plan on keeping him at first, but I don't know any other fool that would put up with his screaming than me.
Kim, I like when he farts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like his variations of jerk. Because he has different variations of jerk. Sometimes you're just a jerk. Other times you're a jerk, and sometimes he's like jerk. That's my that's my favorite part. And when he says Merry Christmas like Buster. Yeah, I like that as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into the Earl session. I've been real worried about him, kind of like it's reminding me of like Tika. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Earl laughing at his own jokes is pretty funny too. Yeah. It's funny because people love Buster. I mean, Buster is hilarious, but Earl has his own little things that he, to me, really should be the viral bird. But, you know. And then Percy just wants some tequila.
I
How's
have
the?
heard him sound like Buster before. Can you do that? Yeah?
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, but he can do everybody. I'll tell you two stories. One day he said he was calling the dog. He said, "Come here, buddy," and it was so identical to Ken's voice. I was like, "Did Ken stay home from work today?" Like, it was just crazy. And then he will also use phrases that we don't say in our voice. My daughter Hannah does not like cuss. And one day I was in the kitchen with him and he went, "GD it, mom." And it was in Hannah's exact voice. So when Hannah came out, I was like, "Have you been saying GD it, mom?" behind my back in front of Earl? And she's like, "No." But he said it just like her voice, but she never ever said that.
Huh.
So he can, yeah, he'll fool you. Yeah. He's funny. He's just he's different. I love him to bits. I really do. But he is, Amanda's heard him fire off some loud ones on the phone. He's, whew,
Well, you had said you always loved African Greys and
I
wanted one.
do. I do. I've had two because my other one,
Oh.
she was also old. She also had medical problems. She had a neurological disorder. She was wild caught. She had the wild caught band on,
Aw.
and she was very old and she was very messed up. And somebody had got her to use her as a breeder, and she couldn't breed anymore. She was too old, and I got her, and one morning she had a seizure and she died immediately. So Yeah, she also had like a lot of, I'm just that, like, you want somebody to take a three-legged dog, I'm your gal.
If she was wildcat caught, she was old.
Yeah, because they stopped that in 92. So, yeah, she was
Yep.
very old. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm a sucker.
It's hard because you're the doctor, the therapist, and the mama, and sometimes you just want to be the mama.
Hmm. Yeah. Yep. But like I said, I love Earl. He really can. The screaming. We didn't know Ken had a sensory disorder until we got Earl. Yeah, it's very loud.
Condo, why do you think you're about to be banned? She answered it was delicious. I guess I'm missing things.
We're missing some stuff. Oh, Mom, do you like the bird I sent you for Christmas? It was delicious.
Oh, I'm going to smite you with a stick.
I'm gonna send you squirrel gravy.
Yeah, that's it.
I meant to show you. I got a little squirrel like nursery pot. Amanda had sent me some birthday money, and I went thrifting and bought some nursery pots, and one of them is a squirrel to put a little plant in. Hey, are you up to doing Wings Out next week on my channel?
On your channel next week? Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to? Okay. Um, have you ever heard of the 3v3 rule with parent adoption?
Have I ever heard of what?
Now I can't hardly hear you. Hang on, let me.
You guys, we tried so many times to get this live correct. I think we tried like 5 different times to get the technical difficulties out of the way. No, what is that? I've
I
never
don't
heard of that.
know. When I was looking up stuff for tonight, that came up in a search suggested. So I was going to look more into that, and if it's interesting, I thought maybe we would go over that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, and if it's okay with you, because I mean it'll be on my channel, I kind of might like to go a little over wing clip shaming. I'm seeing a lot of that again. I
Me
respect
too.
anybody.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I respect people that want to clip. Respect people that don't want to clip. I don't respect people who put down the bird community for doing what's best for the bird and not listening to influencers, listening to your veterinarian.
Yeah.
So I'd like to touch on that just a teensy bit.
I
Give
felt
me a
bad
thumbs
when I
up,
was
you
at
guys.
University of Tennessee with Onni. One of the patients, she wanted the vets to also trim the wings, and they said, "Oh, we don't do that anymore. That's bad, and this is why, and everything." And I could tell the lady was just, you know, kind of ticked on the inside. So when the vet left, I said, I'm sorry." I said, I know how that feels, and everybody's situation and every bird is different. Um, Sonny was flying for quite a bit, and that was a bad thing. That was a really bad thing. I should have never let those wings grow out because he smashed himself into windows.
So did Buster.
He flies on top of Ani's cage, and sometimes we can barely get there in time to
Hmm.
stop Ani from hurting him. And I was
Right.
just lazy, not trimming him for so long. I finally did it, and it's been a big relief.
Yeah. Percy is flying pretty good now. I, so anytime I'm on 10% and I don't know why. Give me just 1 second. I mean,
Okay.
I can still talk. Um, Anytime that I first get a bird, if a bird comes into our home, I clip them. because if they get out, they don't know where to go.
Mm,
So that's my rule. The minute they come in my house, they're getting clipped.
yeah.
Um, and then I'll could let them grow back. But with Buster, he's got up on the roof. He flew and smashed himself into windows a couple times where we thought he was like gone at one, or not gone, but he could have injured himself and died from it.
Yeah.
And anytime he can get any kind of lift, he goes straight for my face, like just straight for my face.
I don't know what it is about the face, but that's automatically what Ani goes to.
Well, they supposedly in a while they go after their eyes first if they're prey. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
kind of.
quite
That's so right. Because, it's funny after you left and when we trimmed Sunny, all of a sudden it was all about the cuddles. It wasn't just hanging around me. It was running up. Oh, I want to cut. His whole attitude was different.
well, Buster gets around just fine too. I would love to have a what do you call that? Like his step count on his leg. I know Buster gets plenty of exercise. He's healthy. Um, he's a floor shark anyway. But yeah, I have no issues whatsoever with what we've done with Buster. And Earl can't fly, but I do let Percy fly around. But if he ever gets to where he's hurting himself flying in windows, then he'll have to be clipped. So
I never thought about what Condo said about when you get a new bird, how it can be
hmm
so beneficial with the bonding.
yeah,
I
that's
never thought
true.
of that.
hmm I do it for safety. Even though they told me Earl couldn't fly, he got clipped when he got here just for his own safety because if they get out, they don't know where to go. Um,
Yeah, Kim was just sitting there saying that last time she could chat, she said something mean to a
yeah.
guy.
And didn't we check Amanda and made sure she wasn't banned on the channel? But no, I wouldn't ban you for that.
No.
But me and Amanda will try to figure it out. And can you still watch my videos? If you were banned, I don't even think you could watch my videos. Um, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Yeah, that it's really weird. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, I thought we did. Yeah, and I do remember now after you said I sent you a card and some feathers.
Oh my gosh. Look what Condo did.
He's joking, by the way, Kim.
How do you get the crown? Like Kim had the crown #1. How do you get
Well,
that?
if you get money, you get the crown.
But she didn't, I don't think. And she had
Mm.
#1 crown.
Well, so whoever's chatting the most, I think, gets the #1 crown.
Oh.
Um, and then yeah, so
Chat away, Kim.
yeah. But once somebody does a super chat, I think they maintain that unless somebody supersedes their super chat. So
Chat away, Kim. Do it. Do it.
yeah.
Tell a bedtime story. Kim, do you have birds? Do you know she has birds, Jen?
I don't know if she does or not. Did it go
I
through?
know. Oh my God.
I should have just done 11. I hate doing super chats because Google takes 30%, but I had to be Condo. Merry Christmas. Yeah, you do get a lot more for sending money. Am I number one? I don't know if I can be number one.
I
Oh
saw I
yeah.
saw a thing. I was what? Do you know what furries are?
Are
People.
they those ugly things? They're stuffed animals.
No, they're people that dress up like stuffed animals.
Oh no, I don't know what that is.
People, you don't know what it is because they hide because it's so frowned upon. But there's tens of thousands of them in the country, and it's people that dress up as a make believe animal and like they're a whole nother persona, and they go to these fur cons and stuff and meet up with each other, and it's like this whole lifestyle thing. And one of them
Huh.
had a YouTube channel, and something had happened and his fans started donating money. Well, it got to be a game where they were topping each other. And they were having a good time all night, and the poor guy, he on the chat, like, he's crying because all these people are giving him money. He's sobbing, and then somebody sat there and said, there, you have enough money to quit your job for a month and do this full time and see if you can't make this your career.
Oh, that was nice.
It was the neatest thing, but it was so funny to see them battling back and forth.
Condo, you win. Christmas is coming. I have 8 children and 3 grandchildren, 4 grandchildren. I thought you meant these. They're called fugglers.
Oh, I hate those. I
I
know.
So my daughter loves them, and I always tell her, you know what they really mean by fuggler? They mean effing ugly. That's what they're really
Do
saying.
they really?
That's my opinion. I think they're saying like, I mean, look at him. Look at that. Fugglers. Come on. That's a
Yeah.
that's a kid friendly way of saying you're effing ugly. I'm just saying. I don't care what anybody says. That's my take on it. Oh,
And they're a lot of
yeah.
money, aren't they?
Yeah. My daughter likes them, but she's been making her own. I'll have to show you sometime. She's been making some of her own, and they're really cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she really, I mean, she never would because it overstimulates her brain to think about like having something like that, but she could probably be a toy maker. But
My
it's
make
just
believe
too.
grandchildren, Aaron's children, I was in Walmart and asking Zoe was really sick, and I said, what would you like? I want to get you something. And a fuggler. No, I am not getting you. I'm not.
I'll have to see if Hannah will make her one. Yeah, Hannah, she makes like her own variations of them. She calls them something else though, but they're really cute. Um, yeah. So,
And there's
but
a variation of fugglers that are in Japan. Because I went into one of those popular little Tokyo stores that are
hmm
real popular now. They only sell Japanese products, toys, and stuff. And they have their own version of it. And I'm wondering if we copied them and it's an American version
yeah,
to take
could
off.
be. It could be. Um, the thing that freaks me about the Fuggler is the teeth. The teeth just really, they look so realistic. Like you're mad at school picture day and you're like, you know what I mean?
I feel like
Yeah.
they're cheaply made.
Yeah.
That
Everything's
bugs me.
cheaply made, even condo. I mean, haven't you heard some of his jokes? I'm just teasing condo. Um, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys. This was a lot of fun. It's almost time to end.
Yeah, it is.
Rebecca
It is.
Rebecca probably needs a refill and go check on her drywall. Oh, condo, I'm sorry. Here's the world's smallest violin. I am. I'm sorry, condo, if I hurt your feelings. Um,
Well,
but
you
next
guys, do you have any questions before we say
yeah,
cheers?
and next week we'll be on um
Your channel.
my channel. Yeah. Um, and I'll look up this 3v3 adoption thing. If that's something interesting, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, Kondo, you're not a child. Yeah, does anybody have questions?
Bye, Kim.
My my poor dogs, um, they they think it's 9:30, so they're flipping out. I know, Kondo, I know. You're good.
I know
Um,
Ani at 7 o'clock does his scrim time and he screams for almost half an hour before bedtime, gets it out of
mhm.
his system. So now he's looking outside. It's only 6 o'clock. We haven't even had dinner, and he starts screaming because he thinks it's bedtime. I hate
Yeah,
this. I hate this.
yeah, because like at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, Bobo comes up to me like, "Ma'am, it is 2 o'clock. It is time for me to be eating some dog food right now." And I'll walk away and he'll come over to me again, look at me like, "Hello, ma'am. You are supposed to be feeding me."
Hey, Dennis,
Um,
do you go to Jen's channel too for this, for Wings Out?
yeah, he does.
He does?
Dennis has
Oh, okay,
been
okay. I'll
Dennis
look
has
for you
been
there.
around probably since if not the beginning of my channel, very close to it. Dennis has been around the channel for a really long time. He's been a huge, like, one of the early on um, supporters of the channel. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Jen, I'm going to sign
yep,
off a little early.
yep. No,
Yeah,
it's
you
8:30.
got a
You're good.
drop in your
I got to drop. My
cheers.
glass is smaller. Cheers, everybody. I'll be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right.
Okay.
Thanks,
Bye bye.
Rebecca, for hosting. Bye.